you mentioned something about like when you know those days when you get pimples and all that. Take us a little bit on your skincare journey, like your skin journey, acne journey, because I know you, so I know that you, and it's something that you're out about it, you speak about it. It's not that you hide. So take us a little bit on your acne journey.
Yeah, when was it? 2019?
Wait. So before that, how was your skin?
My skin was perfect.
Really?
My skin was perfect in such a way that in grade 7, one of my teachers asked me if I go to the toilet during break time, like to pop out myself. And when all this started, I was like, God, but why? Because my skin was so perfect. My skin was so perfect. Even in grade 10, 11, it started at varsity, truly speaking.
So late.
And it just went
But it's not
in a short space of time.
It's late because anything happens anyhow.
Yeah, but it's like why like my periods and everything, like grade 7, understanding about in varsity, and in challenge in a short space of time. So severe. In such a way, you would see when I go out, I had to make sure I put on makeup. I didn't know anything about makeup at that time. I would just put on foundation just to cover the spots. When I'm covering the spots, the pimples are showing though. Like this is a pimple, like it's all over the face. Like, I was so ugly. When I tell people, I tell them that I was a frog. You know how the skin of a frog is? It was so severe. So when all that happened, I have one of my cousins works at a pharmacy. I went to her, I showed her my skin. She gave me something, but I feel like it didn't work. It didn't work. I developed a skincare routine for myself. I had to wash my face twice a day. I think at that time I was using Chancellor Magic because it works faster, even though they say it has after impacts or effects or anything, but it worked faster. I washed my skin twice a day. I was using Katikura. You know Katikura? Yeah. I was using Katikura. And then I know people are going to kill me for this, but water works. And I drank water. I also, what else did I use? She gave me some, but I was navigating all over everything.
For sure, I
don't remember everything because I also used even tone by but
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. But at some point I used turmeric for my skin. I used cinnamon, all those things as mask. But when I combine them, as much as it's not advisable, but it made an impact. So I cannot say this is like
it's not an advice.
Yeah, it's not an advice.
It's your journey.
It's my journey, but it worked. It worked. Yeah, for I think it worked. I can say it did because my skin improved after that, and I could see like the pimples getting more clearer, the dark marks and everything, even though I had those smaller ones, but I made sure. And then I also drank, but this one I know it works. Blender beetroot with carrots and what's this, spinach, because because some of the things our skin reacts to the things we eat, you know.
So that's probably like having to eat in a way.
Yeah, be aware or take note of what you eat.
Eating.
Yeah, because it also impacts the skin. So I used a lot of things, but I'm glad it worked out. Even though I ended up taking Oratane. You know those pills.
Yeah. I've heard about them.
Yeah, I ended up taking Oratanes. They also work. They also work. So it's a lot of things. There's like a range like 70. No, I used a lot of things, but I made sure that I have a skincare routine for myself because it works.
Yeah. So how did that have an impact on your skin? Because for me it's different. I didn't undergo what you went through. I do get pimples, but it's not bad. It's something. Yes, I know. To us women, we like, man, I've got a pimple, and we just one pimple, and you feel as if, man, no, But I think it's something that comes with us as women. But then I feel as how to the next person who is going through an acne journey. So how did that have an impact on your confidence, self-esteem, roughly there?
I don't wanna lie, Shem. Pimples, because mine were so severe. Bengimubi nje angifuni ukungasho ukuthi bengimubi ne. But it impacted my self-esteem so hard in such a way that even when I go to Espaza like let's do Zane, I had to make sure I put on foundation. Because I had to cover myself. I have this feeling or this impression that when you walk in a space, the first thing people look at is your face. Okay, maybe some of them they can look at your body, but for myself, I feel like my face, for my face has to be proper because I also love a beautiful skin, especially
Plus
face.
You were used to it as well. Because growing up, that's what you were used to.
Yeah, so I had a very low self-esteem. Sometimes I wouldn't want to go somewhere. I was always indoors. That I must say, I was always indoors because it made me feel like at some point you will work or walk with people or stay with people whose skins are so perfect. And when you look at them, you feel like, but because mine is like so low self-esteem. I was not so confident. I would dress so well. You
like dressing up. You always dress nice.
I love dressing. Thank you. I love dressing up. So I would dress so nice, but I could feel good. There's something less short dark because my skin is not where I wanted it to be. So it impacted me a lot. But
do you feel like when you look at it now, do you feel like you embraced that journey, like each and every process of it, or you were like I want to get there, I want to get a clear skin, I want to get a clear skin? Because sometimes that happens where like you're at a goal, not basically because that's what you treat things, but because of the impact that this thing I'm facing is having on me.
I can say I embraced everything because I made sure that through each and every process I don't beat myself. I'm not hard on myself because it's a process. If I can't solve it now, maybe it will happen later. So I had to be so full in that process, be sober-minded. Like when I am using something, if it's something I'm using for the first time, I would Google about it. I would ask about it to make sure, I would say it doesn't add on what I have. I would not take things just for because I want to get there so fast. Even though I wanted the pimples to clear up and the marks to fade away so fast, but I made sure that if I beat myself for it will end up making me feel in a different way. Maybe I would have been depressed because a lot of things contribute to depression. It cannot always be work or school, even small things, because we don't react to things in the same way.
Small. We can't even say small things because, man, other things are big.
Yeah. So I embraced everything. I made sure that I'm in this and I want to get out of this. When you're in a situation, be full. Like you have to know you have to feel the difference between being happy and being sad. So whenever you're in a situation, you have to make sure that you are in it all together, so that when when it's not there, you can feel that it's not there. Instead of juggling around, you want to feel happy, but you're not happy. You understand? So you want to feel like your skin is perfect while it's not perfect. I know the difference between...
You're most likely true to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yes.
That's my skin.
Yeah, my skin is not
but when I'm happy that there's this progress.
Yeah.
So I want... Because I feel we mostly likely treat people who are undergoing acne journey. It's not. I don't think it's a disease. It's not a disease. It's not sickness, but it's things that happens to our bodies for different things. Sometimes you take care of yourself in a way that you eat well, but still your skin reacts. Like our skins react differently. So what do you think? Like, what can you say to someone who is not on that journey? Out of that, like someone who's out, because sometimes we can be mean to people who are undergoing acne journey and not knowing that we are hurting them. We just say mean things, but then to them that even becomes something that lowers their self-confidence, their self-esteem, and all that. What can you say to someone who is not going on an acne journey, who has that perfect at least skin. The perfect skin? I don't think there's something that is perfect.
I feel like there is. To me, if we're gonna people remember like skin is perfect.
It's perfect. Please, I don't think there is perfect.
But at least good then.
I think you good, not perfect, because I feel like skins are skins. They undergo. Like it's not the same throughout. It will change. It will do this. So that's why I think it's really not perfect. At least for those that have good skins who are not having acne and all that. What can you say to that person?
One of the reasons that made me wear foundation every day was that. Because I knew that when I walk in maybe a church or I'm in town, everyone will just look at me. People comment like everywhere you go. People will look at me. I didn't want so I feel like things we say, things we do around those people, it hurts. It hurts when you know your skin very well. Obviously, you woke up and you saw yourself in the mirror. There's no way that maybe those pimples or dark marks just happen to pop up on your face along the way, So I know I have pimples, and I feel maybe I feel sad. Maybe I've embraced it. Some of them embrace it. So be aware or take note of the things you say. Don't be like, yo, skin sakho wena. It hurts because for myself it was, and I know there's a lot of people out there who are undergoing the same thing. It's so difficult. Take note of the words you say. I feel like the moral of this is just to say, at some point there's no need to say something if your intentions are not well. You cannot just comment on somebody's skin if you know very well there's nothing you can do about it, just for the sake of commenting. Even if sometimes you cannot just comment face to face, you saw her, you know her, maybe on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever social media you may have, maybe ask her, I saw your skin. As for me, a lot of people know that I've been on this journey. So sometimes when I approach you and I ask you about something, they know that I've been on this and I might need it for myself or somebody in the family. You understand? So just because some of them are
I think I don't know. I think it's better to keep quiet. I think
it's better. It's better.
And just let everything be.
To avoid suicide and everything.
Because at the end I might suggest from point of love, but where your heart is at, maybe at that moment you are down because of this journey. And then when I suggest something, even when I'm coming from in a point of love, and I think it's not like I don't think it's likely for someone who just knows you from socials, to approach you in a way that you feel it's from a place of love. Sometimes, in most cases, I think they'll be like, those people don't even know me. So,
but mostly, I feel like it's also good for those people who are going through such process to approach the ones they feel like they might have more information. You understand? Like myself, you come to me, ne? Because if I come to you, you might feel offended. You understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's also better for you to approach someone, maybe, or go to doctors and everything like that, because some of them they go through our doctor's prescription. So you can go to dokotela and all that. But I must say, it's not advisable to take everyone's suggestions, because our skins do not react in the same way. So if I redness, or bangela ube kakhulu, so I feel like professionalist should be
It's
the one.
The best. At that point on this journey, did you let it define you, or no?
I mean, Hashem, I didn't let it define me, because I love dressing up. So I would make sure. But yet, I must say, even though I was through that journey, I would make sure the foundation I'm using covers me so fine. That I know, because the dark marks won't be visible. You would only see the traces of pimples, but the dark marks won't be there. So when I'm wearing my hair is on point, I'm dressing so well, I feel fine
good.
until I wash my makeup when I'm indoors. So yeah, I didn't let it define me. Do not also let it define you, because that's not good. That's not.
But
good.
now, how is that now? Do you like yourself when you on makeup or off makeup? How does the love for makeup comes from there? Because you are, anyway, she creates content, beauty content on Instagram, so you can follow her and get some of look good, be good. Njabulo_Nkosi.
Yes.
Yeah. So like the love for makeup, does it come from that journey?
Yeah, I can say it came from that journey, because through the process, first step I would only apply foundation. The next step I would want to do is sheer, and then next step, I'm tired of not doing anything on my eyeshadows. I just want to try something new. I have to cut the crease. I have to do different designs, stars, everything. So when I was going through that process, I was so free. In such a way that as much as I'm in this, what lesson does it give me? I'm so happy that something good came out of it, because now I love makeup with everything in me. As much as I love skincare, because skincare and makeup, I feel like they go together. Because for your makeup to look good, your skin should be good. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So my love for makeup started when I had pimples and I had to cover my face almost every day. So I watched YouTube videos. Learned how to cut the crease and all those things.
So I can say that there's always something good, even on bad seeming situations. There's always something good that you can get out of it. Okay, that's nice. That's really great. It's good to know that and to watch you, man, like embracing that and going into makeup and doing it so well. So do you think self-love is something that just happens, or it's a conscious decision?
You develop it along the way.
Okay, so is it safe to say it's a conscious decision? Because I feel like it's a conscious decision.
It is.
I think there are things that you may have happened to show love to yourself, not knowing that you're showing love to yourself. But when you are now intentional and conscious about it, it's different than when you were doing it before.
Yeah, like I'm saying about the issue of reading books, I'm just not a reader. Like or maybe it's because when I read, I'm just lying on bed and I fall asleep along the way.
People read in different ways.
Yeah, so I feel like if I can put a strict, like, be strict on myself about reading, the month will end. Because that's what I want, and that's what I want for myself, because truly speaking, reading helps a lot. I've read for a short space of time there and there, but the mind, it refreshes you
mind,
so much knowledge, ikufundisa ifocus, so I feel like it's a conscious decision.
Yeah, I also think like it's a conscious decision. Any way to show love to self and really feel loved, I feel like it's a conscious decision. Taking yourself out in the aim of Guti. I'm taking care of myself. I'm just filling myself up. I think it's different than just going out. Going out. Yes, it will fill you in some way, but I don't think it's as much as it will when you went out with so much intention
That's true.
To just be. And so I think it's
because even on the skincare
decision.
Side, some of us do it because I just want to get rid of the pimples and dark marks. It's not from love.
You can do things out of love.
Yes, so it's different when you do it out of love and when you do it with love.
It's really it's really different. It's really
labanye bagcoka kahle because banemali bayakhona ukuthenga, but wena ugcoka kutiyele nje imarket uyothenga khona cheap, but you dress up because you dress with love. It looks different.
What can you say to yourself, to your younger self, about self-love? A word or an advice, specifically self-love?
I can say, take care of yourself. Do not compare yourself to the people around you because your journey is different. And embrace every journey or every step you take, because while embracing it, it makes it different. It makes everything lesser in its weight. You understand? It won't be as hard as it was supposed to be if you embrace it than if you're not embracing it. So enjoy each and every situation. It's not there to kill you. It will make you stronger. Something good will come out of it. So embrace every journey. Take care of yourself. Be true to yourself.
That's good. Nah, on myself, I'll just say, when you know better, you do better.
Knowledge.
Like, when you know better, you do better. So much as you know now that you have to take intentions into self. I didn't know that when I was growing up. So I don't have to beat younger self in my mind. Like she didn't know. And she was supposed to know. No, when you know better, you do better. The time you get to know something, then you'll do better because now you have the knowledge. Knowledge is power.
That's true.
So they say. That's what we all about. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Still taking us on her acne journey. I hope we learned a lot from that, because I think it's the top tier of this conversation, of today's conversation. Teaching us as well who are not going through acne journeys, how we can treat people outside, like in that journey as well. And I enjoyed. Thank you for coming. Enjoyed this conversation just to get to know a little bit better about self. So do follow her on Instagram. She creates content around beauty, self-care, all things. It's her. She's your girl. If you're around Komazi or Mbombela and you want your face to be done, she does that as well. So you can hit her up. Yes, beauty spot, enhancing the beauty. So you can hit her up on Instagram. It's Njabulo_Nkosi. Thank you for coming. We enjoyed having you. That is it from today's video. Thank you for watching. Bye.